A federal jury has found three brothers, including two who were prominent real estate brokers in the U.S., guilty on all counts in their sex trafficking trial. Now, the jury reached a verdict last night in the case against the Alexander brothers. The trial lasted 4 weeks and included testimony from women who say the brothers sexually assaulted them. Now, the brothers were accused of teaming up to drug, assault, and traffic women for more than a decade. CBS News national investigative correspondent Tom Hansen joins us. Appreciate you being on set.
Good to be here.
So just kind of, background of who these brothers are. What were the charges they were convicted of?
Yeah, well, chances are you might have seen them on social media at one point because they had a huge social media presence. So these are three brothers. You have Orrin, Tal, and Alon Alexander. Orrin and Tal were some of the most successful, highest-earning real estate brokers in the entire country. And Tal worked for the family-owned security firm. So Alon worked for the family-owned security firm. Orrin and Tal, they were rubbing elbows with the ultra-wealthy, the elite, the upper crust of society here. And what went down is 11 witnesses delivered what the prosecution says was crushing examples of guilt. These 11 women accused the brothers of sexually assaulting them, sometimes drugging them, then assaulting them, and even recording them without their consent. So some really disturbing allegations here. Now, the jury was presented a mountain of evidence in this case, much of it a digital footprint. We're talking emails, text messages, and even a blog, which prosecutors pointed to as a playbook. The blog even had a section that was titled, "It's Not Rape If." Now, the defense tried to dismiss some of this testimony. They said that a lot of these women were lovers scorned, that they were using this for personal gain. But the prosecution simply put, these women have no reason to lie. I should also note that none of the brothers testified in this case. So here are the convictions that actually went down yesterday in a Manhattan court. The jury found Tal, Orrin, and Alon guilty of sex trafficking charges, Tal and Alon guilty of sex trafficking a minor, and Orrin and Alon guilty of sexual abuse. Their sentencing has been scheduled for August. The brothers could face life behind bars, so some serious charges here.
So thankfully for these women, these men have been brought to justice, but how did it go on for so long?
Yeah, well, that's a really good question. This was something that was rumored to be whispered about in social circles amongst the elite of the elite,
yeah,
correct?
Right.
And so this was kind of the worst kept secret that these brothers were conducting themselves in this way, but they weren't really doing much to hide it either by posting on the blog posts, having this digital footprint, these text messages back and forth, basically touting their escapades, touting their what we now know as crimes, convicted crimes in this case. And, this is really just the opening salvo or the first chapter, if you will, in a slew of court cases that they are facing. So they are also facing, in the state of Florida, criminal charges. Orrin faces 3 separate counts of sexual battery in Florida. His twin Alon faces 1 count there as well. They also have civil suits and defamation suits that they are facing. So really just the first chapter in a laundry list of court cases that they're facing.
Yeah, truly horrible story. Tom Hansen, thank you.
Thanks, Tom.